Hey guys, what's going on? I originally had made a post on my Instagram quite a while ago that I was going to be uploading a video quite a while ago, like about a month ago. Now the reason I haven't is more so because I haven't really made an introductory video, so I wanted to make sure that people knew exactly what they were getting into and what the car or the channel itself is about. Which the channel itself is going to be basically just based off nothing but stealths and 3000 GTs. Um, we have quite a few cars that are going to be, in the mix. I already have two uh, cars that will be at the end of this video that I'll show that we're working on. And as well, this is actually the roommate's car. I might have mentioned it in one of the previous videos, um, but if you've seen this car probably on Instagram, if you are a follower of the page. Um, but this is an NA 93 SL model. Actually, it was an automatic. It can convert it to a front wheel drive manual, and soon to be, it has an actual twin turbo engine waiting for it at the moment. So we are going to be doing a lot of things. I just haven't been able to post anything because I didn't want to just get into the mix of things and just tell, hey, here's a video on how to change your spark plugs, whatever it might be. So we are going to be starting soon. I'm not sure as far as um, footage, how soon I'll be able to release it, or what kind of schedule I'll be on right now. But I do know that we're going to have quite a few cars to work on, including this 93. Besides the two that are going to be mentioned at the end of the video, I also have a 91 Stealth that's getting a turbo and engine swap, as well as a transmission swap. So that one, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show much because of where it's located, just because I don't have any way to really record over there. But because this will be in a closed garage, you will see the full thing. You will probably more likely see, the breakdown of taking the engine out and the process of a twin turbo conversion. Unfortunately, the engine we have is actually a twin turbo engine, which is great for us. But if you are trying to twin turbo your car, there are a few more steps that I'll try and point out. But there's a little more involved to it. So, just to let you know ahead of time. But yeah, I just wanted to say, this is what we're doing. This is exactly what's going on. My name's Javier, and I mean, if you like 3000s, support the channel. I would like to start more things. I mean, I'm gonna try and have anything regarding body kits, not necessarily body kits, but like the specific year, date, and model stuff like that. Installing them. Like right now, this car actually, not sure if you can see, yeah, that is the 99 VR4 Combat Wing. So we installed that as well. And we're going to be installing more stuff into my Stealth and the red 3000 that I have, as far as splitters and the diffuser, hopefully. So there's going to be a lot of things to come, but I did want to just take a moment, let you guys know what's going on for anybody who's been following me on my Instagram. But yeah, that's about it. Okay, guys, so this is my 1992 3000 GT. It is a base model. This one, all I've really done to it is I removed the rear spoiler. As you can kind of tell, I have this piece, which is a hatch visor from Retrospect, and then it also has JNC wheels. These are 18 by 10 and a half, I believe a positive 15 offset. And I added the sticker itself, just because I wanted to give it a little bit of a different look. It also has these, which are lat 42 snake eye deletes. And I have a sleepy eye set right now, so the headlights aren't up all the way. But with the deletes, it looks really well. The old ones were a little bit better as far as how they felt. These ones feel kind of loose. They haven't fallen off, but I mean, who knows? But yeah, this is basically one of the few cars that we'll be working on. But that is this one, and I will show you another one that's currently in my possession. Not really mine, but I am kind of driving it and taking care of it right now. Okay, so this is a 1994 VR4. This is owned by a friend of mine. His name is Raul. And now he's done pretty much all the work to this car. He said the paint was faded. It obviously had different wheels. The front end looked different, and I'll get more into that later. And then we have the sail panels. As you can tell, these are slightly different from mine. This has a full cover, whereas mine are only like that back piece. And then he has an active aero exhaust with a 99 rear garnish. Now mine has the GTO garnish. This one was exclusive only to the 99 models. It is on Enki NTO3s. I'm not sure of the actual width. I want to say it's 18 by 8 because they are 255 all around, so they might be a little bit wider, but the offset is definitely higher than mine. See these big calipers right here, if you can kind of tell. Those are exclusive only to the VR4 models or the twin turbo models. The 3000s had them saying it's a Bishi. The Stealth was just plain, which is, I guess, one way you can kind of tell them apart. And as well, I mean, they're definitely much bigger than the NA brakes. That car is actually going to be getting twin turbo brakes from one of my other cars, so we'll also show you how to do that and what the process is and what else you need to buy. That way you're not just kind of going into it blindly. Now his car, in full detail, basically, it has a fiberglass hood. I believe this is the Stinger 575. I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably correct it later on and put a link on there. But it is a fiberglass hood, from my knowledge. He has the 1999 front bumper. He also has with it the 1999 specific 3000 GT headlights, as well as the 1999 specific turn signals. Now, again, these are only offered in the U.S. for 1999 models. Anywhere else in the world, it might be 1999 to 2001, depending on where you might be. But in Japan, they stopped in 2001. So these are basically the two I'm working with now. And my Stealths right now, they're actually kind of out of commission. So those will have to wait on until I go back out there. But it's kind of what I'm got going on now. This one's getting some seat brackets done. So I'll basically show you the brackets that we have and then the rails that we'll be installing them with. Alright guys, so you might be able to tell that it's kind of darker and one of the cars has moved. Well, I stopped recording yesterday because my phone was almost dead when I did, so I just proceeded to finish today. But here are the snake eye deletes that I was talking about that were from lap 42, the old ones. So these, you can tell, are a lot more sturdy. They don't move as much, and they're actually bolted in, whereas the old ones, or the new ones I mean, are actually just taped in. And I can kind of show you a direct example. Sorry, my garage is full of parts, but see, so that moves. I mean, it's on there. I just don't like how it moves there. But nonetheless, this is a 1993 SL model. Now, a few differences between the SL. SL has leather seats. It does have these headrests, which are really cool. And then my car has cloth seats. So this is the base model. So that's one of the key differences. As far as the AC, I have just the standard AC, whereas the roommates have the climate control. But that's really the biggest difference between the two cars, other than the suspension. However, both cars are on aftermarket suspension. My red car is on coilovers. They are CX Racing coilovers. They're kind of bouncy. I'm gonna try and stiffen them up sometime soon. The front mainly just need to stiffen up the front and lower it a little more. The rear is actually lowered as much as it can go, which is not too bad. I just wish I could get a little lower. But on the green car, it is on Eibach lowering springs. So this car, as you can tell, has the same visor scoop. Again, this is from Retrospec. However, this one is a much nicer carbon fiber one, whereas mine is just the black. Oh, that's very dirty. It's just the black dun material. And then this wing is also from Retrospec. This is the fiberglass replica. Everything is fiberglass, from the bases to the actual blade. And then again, here we are with the 99 garnish. Again, it does look really good on this car. Like I said, that first generation front bumper kind of ties it all in and brings it all in together. But this car has Ray wheels. These are 19-inch Ray forged wheels. They are from a G35. On this one, we replaced the dashboard on this. The seats, I believe almost all of them have been replaced because obviously with time, leather, doesn't hold up as well. Or I mean, it might hold up. It just, as it's a 20-plus-year-old car, so you can't really expect much from it. But yeah, I mean, this car for the most part is stock. It does have a test pipe running on it. So it does sound a little meaner. Engine was pretty much rebuilt. Top end was rebuilt first, and then the bottom end bearings and such was rebuilt. I want to say all that happened around 3-4 years ago. I'm not too particular on the details. I'm not entirely sure. I can specify later on. But it was rebuilt by one of our local mechanics here in Arizona, which is actually a really good mechanic for our cars, and he does everything at pretty good prices. And his name's Donnie. He might be known as far as like the DSM community. I know quite a few people know him already. But yeah, so those are kind of what we're working with right now. Like I said, the Dodge Stealth. I still don't know when I'm going to show that, just because I have no clue as to when I might be able to actually work on it again. And here, now that I noticed, so off subject, this is the normal US option 3000 GT taillight, and then this is the JDM or Kuki 3000 GT taillight, which has the amber on it. Okay, guys. So now that you're more so formally introduced, I guess, to the cars, except for the Stealth, I haven't been able to take a video of that anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I'll eventually post it up once probably it'll be done. But those are the cars we are working with, and as of right now, we are actually going to start taking apart the green car. Sorry if the video did seem a little like if it almost looked like it was cut too much. One part of it was clearly recorded afterwards, which was like the first part, the introduction, and then the rest of it I just kind of all added it together. So I didn't want to make it too long. The video is already long enough as it is. And very briefly, I did want to also say, I mean, in terms of the name for the channel, I mean, right now it's J's for Janky. Not sure if it's going to change. I kind of like the name. You might think it's a ripoff, actually, of B is for Build. And honestly, it is inspired by B is for Build. Mainly because our channel is almost in the same direction as where he started with, not necessarily like the Camaro and the Mustang, but he had two BRZs at one point, and then he got a third. And it's kind of the same. I mean, I mainly build 3000s and Stealths. It's what I know. It's what I'm going to keep doing. Eventually, I would like to move on, depending on how the page grows. I mean, more than anything else, I would like to get better equipment, because right now I'm recording from my phone. We do have a GoPro, and the GoPro is actually going to be used mainly for the 3000 GT build, so you will see that in better quality than what you're seeing right now. But this is what I have available as far as ease of access right now. But again, like I said, JS for Janky is going to be the name of the channel. That's what we're sticking with for now. It's what we decided to go with. Again, Chris was he didn't necessarily, we haven't really necessarily talked. I did send him an email once just to ask if it was okay, because I did want to make sure that we weren't just blatantly ripping him off, and he did say that it was cool. We have to see how people like the builds, how people like us, I guess. And I might actually just start like daily vlogging, just so I can keep you guys more up to date. And it wouldn't be like a daily thing, obviously. I don't have enough time in a day to do anything, but like a weekly kind of vlog. That way you would have like just a more raw, unedited video, kind of like what it is now. But yeah, just something so you can kind of see what we're doing. So any support, just subscribing to the page itself, liking the page, whatever it may be, again, 3000 GT owners. We don't really have a lot of pages that support our builds or support our cars, so it'd be great to start doing something. All right, guys. Well, that is it. I do want to say thank you for waiting, for anybody who's been patient enough for the videos. I know that I've been taking quite a while. And again, hopefully the page grows. Hopefully we get more views. If not, I'm still going to keep uploading just kind of like rough cuts. But the plan overall that I do want to discuss is that the green car and this red car, my 92, but the green car and the red car we do plan to take to an event called Race Wars on February 17th. But that is actually in Gila Bend. You can message me for more info. But we do plan to take both cars there. I do plan to take the Stealth there. I don't know how well built the car will be by then, but I will only take the car there if it is going to be running and racing, because it actually has some quarter panel damage. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.